Okay, yeah, good evening, everybody. You're all very welcome this evening to nominations night. It's been a fantastic year so far. We started the journey last year, and we received just over 400 submissions this year, just slightly over 400. That was now narrowed down to 106. 106 films were screened over a 9 month period online. We made the switch online, as a lot of you know about 2 years ago when COVID hit, and we really embraced it because we were able to reach so many people that we hadn't been able to reach before. So our figures are very, very high. Actually, this weekend it was incredible. We had just over 46 short films over 3 days, and we were very, very close to 9,000. We nearly hit the 9,000 mark over 3 days. So that was a fantastic achievement. So our panel have gone through all the shorts. They've gone through them and through them and through them again. We watched them from start to finish a number of times. Because there's so many different categories, you do have to watch them a good few times to really get a grip on every single aspect of the film. And this year, once again, like every other year, it's been really, really, really difficult. But the panel have come back with their decisions, so I just won't hold up anything anymore. I'll call them out all out to you now. All right, so let's get them all up here. We'll post everything up on the website a little bit later on, probably about an hour or so. Okay, so we'll start off with Best Animated Short. So the nominees this year are Candlelight, directed by Scott Newton; A Bloody Graveyard Story, directed by Vanessa Satchel; Allure, directed by Alan Power; The Commuterments, directed by Andre Parra; and Still Up There, directed by Joe Loftus. So they are the nominees for Best Animated Short Film. Best Documentary this year, 5 nominees. The first one is Who Shot Sergeant Kirwan, directed by Carl Boland; Nothing to Declare, directed by Gareth Daly; Forerunner, directed by Kevin Bennett and Dave Thorpe; A Piece of Europe, Brexit, the EU, and the Good Friday Agreement. I haven't got the director's name up there, but we will put that up on the website. And finally then, A Haku in My Mind via Limerick, directed by Johnny Farley. So they are the nominees for Best Documentary. Best Comedy, again, 5 nominees. The nominees this year are Zoom Dates, directed by Nicole Harris and Christina McMahon; Dead Dog, directed by Colin Sexton; Wormhole in the Washer, directed by Paul Keane; Magic, directed by Joe Halpin; and Ireland's Top Influencers Welcome You Back to Dublin City Centre, directed by Fergus Keane. And they are your nominees for Best Comedy this year. Best Horror Film, The Challenging, directed by Mary Claire Cushion and Ryan O'Neill; The Cathedral, directed by Turlough O'Keenda; Safe Inside, directed by Peter Young; Family Night, directed by Alan Dunn; and Shadowban, directed by Shane W. Brennan. And they are the nominees for Best Horror Film. Best Music Video, Floodlands, directed by Fiona Graham; Tundra, directed by Luke DeBrune; The Magma Chamber, directed by Laura Sheeran; Seascape, directed by Lane Shipsey; and The Floor in the Residence Bar, directed by Fergus Keane. And they are the nominees for Best Music Video. All right. Best Costume, Anne Bonner for The Rock in the Sea; Dr. Billy Mag Fionn; Ella Daly; Sean McNamara; Maggie Coffey; and Gerdy McLean for Imbas First Nay; Ryan O'Neill and Mary Claire Cushion for Changeling, I beg your pardon; and Tyra Moiris for Family Night. And they are your nominees for Best Costume this year. Best Score, Patrick O'Connor for Wormhole in the Washer; Darren Sheehan, The Rock in the Sea; Emer Landers for Forever Hold Your Peace; Ronan Mitchell and Shane Serrano for Imbas Forest Nay, and Brian Bourne for Dead Dog. And they're your nominees for Best Score. Best Sound Design: The Rock in the Sea, Niall Duffy. Imbas Forest Nay, Ronan Mitchell. The Cathedral, Turlough O'Keende. Family Night, John Griffin. And Interviewing Lance Masterson, Dry Lane Studios. They're the nominees for Best Sound. That's sound design. Best Production Design: Niall Duffy and Neil Duffy for The Rock in the Sea. Katie Lee Lynch for Forever Hold Your Peace. Ryan O'Neill and Mary Claire Cushion for Changeling. Katarzyna Horzella for Wormhole in the Washer. And Sohaila Lindham, The Deterioration of Man. Best Editor: Pádraig Keane for Wormhole in the Washer. Philip Shanahan for Imbas Forest Nay. Turlough O'Keende for The Cathedral. Sohaila Lindham for Interviewing Lance Masterson. And Niall Duffy for The Rock in the Sea. Best Cinematographer: Eoin McGovern for Throw Your Heart Over First. Stephen Hall for Imbas Forest Nay. Greg Cosma for The Cathedral. Ryan O'Neill for The Changeling. And Niall Duffy for The Rock in the Sea. Best Screenplay: Alan Dunn for Family Man. Pádraig Keane for Wormhole in the Washer. Becky Cheadle and Ali O'Rourke for Punchline. Jason Brannigan for Forever Hold Your Peace. And Niall Duffy for The Rock in the Sea. Best Supporting Actress: Carolyn Bracken for Cleaner. Nadia Ford for The Wall. Susie Redmond for Loose Thread. And Sive Larkin Coyle for A Year. And finally Sorcha Furlong for Dead Dog. And they are the nominees for Best Supporting Actress. Okay. Best Supporting Actor: Arthur Reardon for Debutante. Ian Brew for Interviewing Lance Masterson. Jerry Callan for Acheron. Jerry Grimes for Loose Thread. And Sean Deary for Rock in the Sea. The nominees for Student Film: Different, directed by John Farley. Safe Inside, directed by Peter Young. High Society, directed by Niamh McGee. The Commuterments, directed by Andre Parra. And Rinka, directed by Dara Hines. Best Actress: Denise McCormick for Family Night. Leslie Conroy for Cleaner. Tina Kelleher for Forever Hold Your Peace. Ali Hardiman for Magic. And Ali O'Rourke for Punchline. Best Actor: Owen Quinn for Family Man. Graham Coughlin for Deterioration of Man. Joe Hanley for The Wall. Johnny French for Rock in the Sea. And Elliot James for Wormhole in the Washer. And they're the nominees for Best Actor this year. Best Director: Shane Serrano for Imbas Forest Nay. Niall Duffy for The Rock in the Sea. Pádraig Keane for Wormhole in the Washer. Alan Dunn for Family Night. And Jason Brannigan for Forever Hold Your Peace. Best International Short Film this year: I Live with the Devil, directed by Mary J. Blackman. Candlelight, directed by Scott Newton. The Gift, directed by Paul King. Scatterbrains, directed by Miles Horgan. And Jimmy's Tale, directed by Daniel Hart Donahue. And they're the nominees for Best International Film this year. Okay. Best Independent Feature Film this year: Witch House, directed by Bobby Easley. Follow the Dead, directed by Adam William Cahill. Ordinary Creatures, directed by Thomas Marshall. Charlie Gorman's Wake, directed by Paul Pender. And Radio Vision, directed by Mark Warren. The Rising Star Award. The nominees for the Rising Star Award this year are Adam William Cahill for Follow the Dead, Cody Farron for An Irish Goodbye, Becky Cheadle for Punchline, Sarah Gordon for Rat, and Rory Heading for Double Yellow. And then finally, Best Short Film. The nominees are Family Night, produced by Owen Quinn and Jane Delahunt. The Rock in the Sea, produced by Neil Duffy. Wormhole in the Washer, produced by Porry Keane. Forever Hold Your Peace, produced by Amy Pollard. And Imbus Forest Nay, produced by Pete Moulds. And they are the nominees for Best Film, and they are the nominees for Everything Now Tonight. So I've called them all out to you. You can play this video back to your heart's content. Congratulations to all of our nominees this year. Your work was fantastic. We enjoyed absolutely every second of it. The award ceremony this year is once again back in the Royal Marine Hotel on November 5th. Anybody that's been to the awards before knows how good a night it is. I'll be in touch with all of the nominees very, very shortly. We will post everything up on Facebook, and we will post the nominees on our website and Facebook and social media channels as well. So that's it from me. Congratulations to all the nominees, and I will be in touch with you all very shortly. Take care. Good night.